I am Beru. My wait for your arrival has spanned more than a millennium, releaser. Hey, we might get the next jelly bean. I will show you the 5 signs which bind this world. That's 8. Behold, releaser. This is the silent sign of harmony. Am I have to repeat this? Releasers, step on the sign of harmony. The gate will only open to the one that shows me the signs, reveal them to me, or depart from this place forever. The old releaser, this is the silent sign of harmony. Does that count? I have beheld the sign of harmony. Now reveal the sign of trust. No, this is gonna take forever. Yeah, this is a PlayStation 1 game. Let me reset my audio real quick. There we go. Alright. Mark and remember, releaser. This is the shining sign of wisdom. Oh my goodness, this is wearing me down. If these don't have a purpose other than just to be tedious and waste my time and pad the game, I'm going to be very annoyed. I can't imagine that they could possibly have a purpose. How am I supposed to, how would I remember this? It goes on forever. Oh, I was too slow. No, I have to watch the whole thing again. Hey, Title, welcome in. Is this the new Zelda? Yeah, I got a little bit early, Title. My uncle who works at Nintendo sent it to me. No, I chose the wrong direction. What an awful punishment to have to watch this every time you fail. Courage. No, the last one. Uh, just out of spite, I 100% refuse to care about these signs. Hey, I have an idea to increase game time by at least 15 minutes. Yes. I've witnessed all the signs of the true releaser. Now I shall open the gate which we crafted for you. Stand between the pillars to enter the portal of warped time and space, releaser. It's gonna be one of those stone gate things. What? Stargate Alundra. Instructions unclear. Please repeat. There we are. It is the stone gates. You have yet to learn how to gain entrance there, Dreamwalker. Now go, or the gate shall remain sealed forever. There's a lot of, like, threats. This game threatens me a lot. Everything is very dire, Cal says. Yeah. There's a lot of or else-ness about this game. Threaten the game back. This game is not intimidated by me in the slightest. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do to challenge the game. So that's going to be our fast travel system. I can see. It's very odd that the game doesn't explain anything to us. Just things happen and we're left on our own. The things just happen and we're left on our own to try and figure out what the implications of anything is. On the one hand, like, you know, I really do love a very hands-off approach from a game. But that has to be, like, I think the thing is that needs to be in conjunction with a lot of, like, freedom of choice. The problem with the extremely hands-off approach only arises when the game has this, like, very, like, narrow set of, like, super specific things it wants you to do in one particular order. Well, I guess we'll just try and find and activate all of those gates. Be my next objective. I've already passed a ton of them. Look, there's some right down here. But they appear to not be of the same type. The thing is, these gates don't get me anywhere new. And I need to go somewhere new because I need to be able to figure out how to grow plants. We just had a new follow about 2 minutes ago. Welcome to the stream, my new friend. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Apologies for the incredibly slow progress we're making tonight, but that's kind of how things go around here. No updates with the dialogue. I don't think there's a gate in the village. There's one over this way, though. I may have even seen the next one before, too. Maybe not. I know where I want to look. These are the Cliffs of Madness? Hey, here we go. Sleepy time's coming for you, Game and Fit. Thank you for being here with us. I hope that you sleep well. If I don't, well, hopefully I'll get to see you. Hopefully I get to see you tomorrow. But be well until I get to see you again, whenever that time may come. Always a pleasure to have you with us. Welcome in, Greg. Greg's with your channel coming in, taking over for Game and Fit. I hope you're well, Greg. Alundra has been twisting my mind into pretzels tonight. playing Final Fantasy III while you wait for your copy of Tears of the Kingdom. Right on. Plan tonight is basically to play this game until my local shops open. And after the stream, I'm gonna head out and see if I can pick up a copy of Tears of the Kingdom. If I am successful, then we'll probably start playing it tomorrow night on the stream. If I'm unsuccessful, I don't know what we'll do. We'll play something retro, I guess. But I mean, I'm gonna be very surprised if it's difficult to come across. I would be very surprised to find that it's sold out, but it's not impossible. I'm gonna wait for a sale. I've got so much to play already, Long says. Does look amazing though. I have not watched any promotional material from it. And I'm trying not to hear anything about it. If I could have avoided learning the title, I would have done even that. Oh, please let my bomb work here. Thank goodness. Now please be something worthwhile. I don't think this is going to be something worthwhile. It was not. It was not. Just random treasures. I can definitely relate to needing to save and make your gaming purchases very selectively. That's a very big part of why I'm such a big supporter of my local library on this stream. mimics come back. But they're worth a lot of gold. Hey, Williamsburg, welcome in. Hope you are well tonight. How long does the library let us check out games? I think it's normally 2 weeks. It might be just 1 week for like new high demand items. I don't think so. I don't think they do that for games. They do that for movies. They'll give you just 1 week on new movies. I think it's always 2 weeks on the games. At least it's more than just a few days. Like video store rentals were back in the day. Yeah. It's at least a week. And I think usually 2. If not always. Thank you for the entertainment, Theodoros says. I've got to head off to university now for my final exams. Oh my. Good luck with your exams, Theodoros. I hope that goes well. I wish you success. Thank you for being here with us. What I'm doing there. Oh, very nice. Hey, welcome in, Juker. Thank you for the raid. Always a pleasure to have you here. Welcome in, and welcome to your friends. I was kind of distracted by a room full of slimes. Commander Keen, good to see you again. Bad Check Pun, welcome in. And Dr. Smasher, pleasure to have you both with us. Arcade Park, good to see you again. I hope you are well. And thanks for not playing the new Zelda so I could raid. No problem. My pleasure. I'm looking forward to it. I'm probably going to start it up tomorrow night myself. But happy to not be playing it. Happy to have you here. How did your stream go? What were you doing? Were you actually playing? Does there exist a Hyrule Guesser? Were you actually working on that? That could be a lot of fun. Tonight was a community night, right on. My friends, speaking of community, if you want to take a moment, if you don't follow our friend the Juker, you may want to use that link to do so. He's got a really great stream. It's great vibes, a wonderful community. He likes retro stuff, and he, like me, has a taste in dubious quality games. He's been doing Castlevania, a lot of Castlevania games lately. I've enjoyed watching him do some ROM hacks. He had this really amazing Sonic one that he was working on a while back. And interesting, like, Japanese games. Lots of stuff going on over there. There is a Hyrule guesser. You get dropped in a random Breath of the Wild spot and have to pick the location. That sounds like a lot of fun. That sounds super fun, Cal says. I think that does sound like fun. I would probably be disappointingly terrible at it. Thank you for the follow, Bad Check Pun. Very much appreciate you coming on board with us. Thank you for that. I'm taking on Bloodlines tomorrow, so that'll be fun to finally revisit. I love Bloodlines. I love Castlevania 1, Castlevania 64, and Castlevania Bloodlines. Those might be my favorite. My top 3. I have to give very honorable mentions to Castlevania The Adventure and Order of Ecclesia as well, though. I love those two as well. Hellfire Saga, yeah. 64 is the last game on the train for me. So we've got a few more to get to 64. Cap Sid, welcome in. Hey, good to have you with us. Just to share, Nito and Bed of Chaos have been crossed out now. On my way to scale the Seathless. Right on. You worked in a bit of a different order than I did. Probably a wiser order. I couldn't say, since I don't know. I've only been through Dark Souls the once and don't know it that well. But hats off to you. GG on both of those. I felt like none of those 3 were particularly awful on my playthrough. You know, I didn't first try any of them, of course, but... Nito, Bed of Chaos, and Seath were all not bad. Seath wrecked me on the very first encounter. I ended up... I mean... I don't remember how much it's safe to say. I ended up cheesing Seath really badly. He got me a few times, but in the end, ultimately, I embarrassed him with the terrible cheese. I recall, it's okay. Okay, right on, right on. Oh, here we go. So this is Alundra. For those not familiar with what we're doing here, this is a Zelda clone on the PlayStation. And that sounds like I'm diminishing by calling it a Zelda clone, but it is a very fine game in its own right. It's just you can't really deny the inspirations seem pretty obvious. But it has been a lot of fun adventuring through this world. I will say the world is kind of dark, kind of bleak. The dialogue is very well written though, and usually tremendously fun to read. The combat is pretty mediocre. It's serviceable. It's not great, but this, I'm not really playing this for the combat anyway, so that's not, while that is sort of a criticism, it's not really an important one. The puzzles are really good. The where do I go factor is kind of off the charts. That might be a me problem and not the game's problem. So there's a lot of wandering. We've been around the map a lot of times tonight. And it shows really no signs of slowing down in that regard. But I can definitely, having not played the whole game, I can definitely, from what I have played, say that it's certainly worth checking out. If you like the old school 2D Zelda games, then you should do yourself a favor and look into this one. Hey, Buddha Fingers, welcome in. Very good to have you here. I don't know if you can really say embarrassed. I wouldn't say fight is exactly what went down with C. I would be, I don't know. I would be kind of embarrassed if someone came into my home and treated me with that much disrespect. Right now I'm I think wandering the map is supposed to be what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm trying to find all of these stone gates that look like this and activate them all. And I think there are 2 left. And they're both off to the left-hand side of the map, so that's what I'm trying to head for at the moment. Mile Hyrule, welcome in. I was expecting Tears of the Kingdom. The plan is to start that up tomorrow night, Mile Hyrule. So you're like 20 hours too early. Assuming, assuming they still have a copy left for me at the store when I head out tomorrow. Next spider I find. Sorry, man. It's just the disrespect of you trying to hide in my walls until I die. There's, I think, our next to last gate. Must? Well, I shouldn't say must. I kind of want to jump. Let's jump. Oh, I can't get around that rock. Never mind. The world map in this game is kind of like the world map in Link's Awakening, if you played that. It simultaneously feels very small and very gigantic. Like, it's not, like, so far as, like, actual, like, square footage, it's not a very big map, right? But the path to navigate through it is so winding and unintuitive that it makes trying to go from anywhere to anywhere else a tremendous hassle. I thought the last gate was going to be in this area. Uh-oh. Not very sure where to look now. What's over here? Nothing. So I know the general direction the gate must be in. Oh, here we go. This is good. I've never been in this water before. Oh no, it wasn't as good as I thought it was. Okay, as long as I can keep moving. Yuck. Yeah, that was disappointing. I just know it's got to be off somewhere to the left. Hey, Sparrow, welcome in. I hope you are well tonight, my friend. Thank you for being with us. And Cheeky, welcome in. Good to have you here again. How's the frustration of Alundra? It's been pretty frustrating tonight. If you only watched me play it tonight, you might not take my claims of this being a very good game seriously. I've been very much in a where do I go, what do I do kind of mode. But I do keep, even though I don't really know what I'm doing, I do keep stumbling into progress every now and then. It's just there's quite a bit of downtime in between bursts of progress, and the burst of progress is, like, frequently underwhelming. Sounds like me with Zelda, Sparrow says. I had to turn to a walkthrough just to get me out of a pickle, but I closed it immediately after it told me what to do. I mean, we all need a little bit of help sometimes. I know that on the stream I am extraordinarily stubborn, but, you know, I would never deny that you know, I, like everyone else, needs help sometimes. There's nothing wrong with it. It's an acquired taste that remains sour but makes you want more. My experience with the game has been overall very, very positive. It's got some flaws. They're mostly unimportant in the overall, you know, in the overall larger picture of things. But I can't deny that there are a couple flaws, but my experience remains largely incredible. I did have this what would Frownie do moment, but that was after about an hour of trying to figure it out myself. I closed it after that, not really knowing, and spent another hour the next night. There is only one left. You have taught us resilience, if not stubbornness. That is all I would recommend taking away from my example. I do not think the way I play video games is wise or overall healthy. I think the way I play video games has potential scientific value. Hopefully occasional entertainment merit. And if it's going to inspire you to anything, it would be hopefully, you know, challenge yourself a little bit. Be a little resilient. But don't cross over into my madness. I found the depth perception of the game is a flaw. It's hard to determine how high or exactly where a platform is. Yes, Cheeky. We've talked about that a couple times now. In fact, earlier tonight, I was having a lot of trouble because it's very difficult to tell distance, and it's very difficult to tell like what level a platform is on in a lot of areas, and especially when you're required to make a jump toward the camera. It's very tricky to tell which of those gaps can be crossed. Do you plan to play Alundra 2 after this? Not immediately after this, but 100% we are going to play it. I've already bought it. So you bet we're gonna play it. I've heard it's not as good. I don't really know anything about it, so I don't know why, and you know, as usual, don't really want to be filled in. But I am going in. I will be going into it with my guard up a little bit. But you know, hopefully I've heard wrong, or at least, you know, for my taste, because it's not like I haven't been known to enjoy a game that other people don't. Quite playable. Sparrow says, I wonder, had it been isometric, would it have been any easier? That aspect has its own flaws, if I recall. I guess being able to pan the camera would be the ideal solution. Yeah, there is no way I would prefer an isometric point of view. Isometric platforming is just the worst thing in the universe. Long says don't play it. Well, don't tell me anything more about it, Long. I'm going to play it 100%. That you can't prevent. But, you know, please don't tell me anything specific about the game. Quick, someone get Frownie an isometric Scooby platformer. Early Zelda games kind of sort of had this view, right? Oh, 100% Sparrow. Almost all the early Zelda games are just like this. This sort of, like 3/4 overhead. I think, like, when it comes to isometric platformers, Sonic 3D Blast was enough. Isometric is good for turn-based combat games. So there is a specific part of the map that I'm looking for. I just don't know how to get there. I'm looking for an area that's south of a village full of evil monkeys. I know where I want to look. I just don't remember how to get there. Oh, this might be it. The Merg Woods, yeah, but I can't, there's not a thing around here. Ooh, less. Did I ever try this? I can't make that jump. I don't buy that. I don't understand what this little stone is all about. I did make the jump. Nice. Ah, but it's just this. I don't think it's gonna be up here. Just trudging on. I was streaming for over an hour last night and didn't save and the game crashed. So I'm sitting there now trying to do it all again. My heart breaks for you there, Long. Good thing I like the game. I'd certainly say. Do you play tactical RPGs? I don't think I've ever played one of those, Cheeky. So I suppose I would try one at some point. What would be... Could I ask what would be some good examples of tactical RPGs? I guess Final Fantasy Tactics would be one. It's right, kind of right there in the title, right? Vandal Hearts. So that's a tactical RPG. What about Ogre Battle 64? Person of Lordly Caliber. Is that a tactical RPG? That game has the best subtitle ever. It does. I love obscure game names. My personal favorite is Front Mission 3. I spent over 1,000 hours playing it. My goodness. Ogre Battle 64 is amazing. Very unique tactics RPG. So that game, I rented that game, and I was terribly disappointed. I had no idea what it was, or what I was doing, or what was going on. I'd never seen a game like it before, and I couldn't figure out a single thing. That was one of my, like, most disappointing and frustrating rental experiences ever. So that game has always stuck out in my memory. I own a copy of it now. Precisely, Sparrow. Manuals and maps are spoilers. I don't use any of that stuff. I don't have the map that came with it, Long. I had the case and the manual, but no map. But that's alright. I don't need it. I'm fine. I'm good. I could look it up if I needed it. That's right. The back of the box is a spoiler. Ogre Battle 64 is definitely... Oh, and welcome in, ghouls. I don't know if I properly said welcome to you, but welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Oh... I see something I missed a moment ago. I did. No! No, I'm stuck in the water! I can't swim against the current. There we go. Oh, I really can't. Huh, that's odd. That's very odd. The map is next to useless anyway. I actually do have a picture of it saved, or a scan of it saved on my tablet. Already, so I am prepared if I do need to resort to it. But I would prefer to not. Even the intro video is a spoiler, exactly. And well, I mean, if you were here for the intro, you'll notice that I talked over it and didn't watch it. I snuck in and had to pipe up when I heard Ogre Battle. Let me finish the rest of that thought about Ogre Battle. It's definitely not a game to rent. You won't even figure out what's going on for 15 hours or so. Yeah, I couldn't figure it out at all. I was very unhappy with that. But the title of it always stuck in my mind, and I thought at some point I was like, I'll have to give that another try, because I was too dumb to figure it out then. But maybe one day. I don't remember this level in Breath of the Wild. Hello, Just Right. Welcome in. Probably because I never played Breath of the Wild. Oh, man. Breath of the Wild was wonderful for me. I love that game. I feel like I went into Breath of the Wild in the best, but also like just the craziest way, because I got really lucky in that I went into the game having somehow completely missed all of the marketing material for it entirely, and so because of that, I went into it super blind, and everything about the game was like a wonderful surprise to me. I didn't know anything about how the physics of the game were going to work. I didn't know that climbing was a part of the game. I didn't know anything going into it. All except it was a Zelda game, and it was open world. That was it. That was all I'd heard about it, and I hadn't watched anything from it. And I got it right at launch, and it was just incredible. It also helped that I hadn't played like a modern game in a very long time. So even like simple things that it did that other games did before it felt new to me. Like the cooking. I've heard many good things. Maybe one day I'll play it. But if it's open world and I haven't already played it, I find it very difficult to start, Just Right says. So with open world games, the thing about open world games is like I tend to get sidetracked and wander and explore and get caught up doing useless stuff in open world games very heavily. Like I am not focused on or motivated by the main story in the game very much. And I feel like Breath of the Wild indulges a lot of that attitude. So that was really good for me. I haven't seen anything from Tears of the Kingdom, and don't really want to know anything about it. So we'll see. I'm going to be playing it for myself very soon here, ideally. But I haven't seen a single trailer or promotional video or anything about it. I've intentionally avoided learning. I don't want to learn anything at all about it. I have some severe open world fatigue. Everything these days has to be a sprawling open world with 1 billion collectibles, and I just want a good linear game with a good story. Reversed for me, bored with linear games, but oh well, Greg says. I mix it up with open world, linear, and retro stuff so not to get bored with one type, Long says. Good idea. I wish I had that. I'd love to enjoy playing open world games, but they just have to make every game into that at the moment, and it's just tired me out, Just Right says. Fair enough, too much of anything can get repetitive. Hey, Sly Hippo, welcome in. Great to have you here, of course. I hope you're well. I am well and truly thoroughly lost and confused. I was on a roll. I was on a roll for a moment. I found 7 of these gates so easily. And the last one has just been... I don't even know. I don't even know how to finish that thought. Halo Infinite was a great example. A history of fantastic, linear, carefully designed campaigns, then suddenly they made it open world. It wasn't as egregious as I'd expect, but also wasn't as good, really. I guess I don't really play a lot of open world games. So, yeah, every game that I've played for like the past couple years has been on the stream. And I don't think we've done an open world game on the stream, right? Not that I recall, Cal says. Dark Souls? Is Dark Souls open world? Dark Souls is somewhat... I don't think I would call Dark Souls open world. Would you? I mean, it's like open world like in the same way that like A Link to the Past is open world, right? Elden Ring is open world. Gonna play Morrowind? Or Mar Oblivion? I don't know what that is. I assume either you mean both games or you mean a hack that combines features of both games. It's time for me to open the world of sleep, Cal says. Thank you for being here, Cows. Always great to have your company. I hope that you have a wonderful sleep, and if I don't get to see you again, have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully the next time we meet, I'll be able to report that I made progress in Alundra. But I don't know that I would count on that. Always a pleasure to be here. Looking forward to Zelda. I'm going to try and catch some tomorrow. That would be wonderful. Hopefully we'll be lucky enough to see you, cows. It's a mod for Oblivion, basically puts you into Morrowind. I've only sampled the smallest amount of Oblivion. I've never tried Morrowind. I did play a bit of Skyrim. Quite a bit, actually, but I didn't do any of the story. All I did was crawl around through caves and fortresses endlessly, hoarding a never-ending collection of stuff. No story in Skyrim's standard. I played the story right up until they told me to go talk to the Greybeards on top of the mountain. They were called something like that, but I never did. So I don't know what happens in the story beyond that. And I feel like that was right within the first, you know, like, hour or so of the game. I spent all the rest of my time just basically just crawling through what felt like the same caves and fortresses over and over and over again. Which might sound like I didn't like it, but I did enjoy my time with it. I need a new ability or something. New item. This is all the same stuff they were saying before. Going back to the main story once you've power leveled with side quests is standard, I think. I love Morrowind the most, then Skyrim, then Oblivion. There's a not insignificant group of people that say Morrowind is the best one. I just couldn't do it when I originally tried, so I'm hoping playing it in the Oblivion engine will let me enjoy it too. That works. I didn't know I could blow up the tree stumps with a bomb. Hey, we got more magic. That's great, except I never really used the magic. I've been wondering for decades how to get over there. To that treasure chest. So there might be more of those tree stumps I can blow up. Really enjoyed Black Mesa, the remake of Half-Life, but really struggled with Half-Life 1 originally. I haven't ever played any of the Half-Life games. I think I have Half-Life 1 on the PlayStation 2. So if we ever do it on the stream, it'll probably be that version. This thing here is very suspicious. It depends if you like first-person shooter games. If you do, they're both excellent, genuinely genre-defining, and still hold up pretty well. Okay, the secret to getting over to that stuff is this thing up here, but I don't know how to interact with those yet. Oh, I've got to learn how to interact with the thorn bushes too, though. Alright, thank goodness. I'd be very upset. I'd be very upset if I'd been walking around with the key to destroying those thorn bushes this whole time. And not doing it. This thing is so weird, since it's turned at like a 90-degree angle to the rest of the universe. I think it's the only thing I've seen so far that's kind of like that. I can't believe the bombs blow up the tree stumps. Oh no, I don't think we've ever visited this grave. Nadia, rest well in eternal sleep. I think that's it. I think I've already found and blown up every tree stump in the game. I think it's pretty safe to say, you must... I was about to say the same thing, Long. I was gonna say, I think it's pretty safe to say we're gonna go for a 100% Falcon playthrough. I still haven't learned what the Falcons are or what they do, or anything about them at all. I just keep collecting them. So we're gonna, but I think I'm gonna have, all of them in the universe by the time I'm done. Be a nice surprise when I find out. Yes, exactly, exactly. Someday I'll learn. Oh, might be funny if I make it through the whole game without ever figuring it out, though. I might even prefer that. I think that's too high for that jump to be possible. Just past the trees in an X formation, when they're all in an X formation. I can't say that I never ask for help on the stream, because I have a few times. One of the ones that's most notable to me is the Shadowgate 64, because I finally broke down and asked for help in that game, and no one could help me because no one had played it before. The one time I actually want help. Yeah. Yep. Battletoads made me ask for help too, but the help I received I then stubbornly refused to use, so that ended up being a wash. In Star Tropics, I had to ask for help because I couldn't see where one of the doors was. I don't know, to anyone thinking about playing Alundra for themselves, I don't know that I would recommend using a walkthrough. But I would 100% recommend being smarter than me. If you can't at least be smarter than me, you might not want to play this game. But I assure you, that's not hard to do. I'd use the map that came with the game. Maybe. I'm thinking about it. Like I said, I've got it on my tablet. I knew the game was supposed to come with one. So I got a scan of it. I had this guy in my Mass Effect playthrough that kept telling me all this extra stuff about what I was doing or missing. And I was like, dude, this might not seem like spoilers to you, but it feels real spoilery to me, so please refrain. And I haven't seen him back since. It was getting really annoying. It was, it's probably for the best. I can't stand when people do that. I was watching a friend play Age of Empires 2. Some guy got in the comments telling him what to do, and then told him to get good. And my friend just told him he didn't want to be good at the game. Yeah. We don't get a lot of we don't get a lot of troublemakers. Hey, it's nice to finally be able to open that chest up. I've got to bounce. Love being able to stay in chat for a bit. Hope the stream goes well for you. Thank you, Just Right. I appreciate you being here. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, my friend. I don't mind if I might help if I'm stuck or I've done something stupid, but generally I just want to play and learn, Long says. Yeah. And I'm really in the extreme of like I want to know everything about the game firsthand. I don't mind, you know, I have a very high tolerance for being stuck and lost and confused. I don't remember what was in here. Ah, that's where I got the sand cape. Oh, but now I have to use it. When I first played this, it was when it first came out. No internet, no guide. I spent hours doing what you're doing. I'm glad to know I'm in good company. Like, I can see all the, like, I can see all the stuff that I can't get to or interact with yet. Like, I have ambitions of things I want to accomplish in the game. I know that, like, it seems like I'm wandering completely, like, with my mind completely turned off. But I swear that's not the case. I see those, like, plots of land where I think I'm going to be able to grow vines, or more likely, like, little shrubs or something that I'm going to be able to jump on. And all these trees that have thorns that I'm probably going to be able to burn down or something. Like, I am actively giving consideration to these things when I pass them by. It's just, for most of them, I've passed by them so many times now that there's really nothing left to say. Hello and welcome to the stream. Is it Game Eye? Pleasure to have you with us. I've always wanted to try Alundra. How's your playthrough going? It's going pretty well. I've really enjoyed the game. I am kind of stuck currently, so there's not a lot of progress happening. But for the most part, aside from being a little obtuse, aside from the game being a little obtuse, I don't really have much negative to say about it. It's a really fun game. If you like, if you like the, like, classic 2D Zeldas, then I think you're really gonna enjoy this game. It's a little bit dark and bleak story-wise. But the writing has a lot of, like, personality to it. The puzzles are very puzzling. The combat is pretty mediocre, but, you know, I would say, I've said several times, I'm not playing this game for the combat, so that's, you know, while it being better would be nice, it's not, like, it's really neither here nor there. But it's definitely, I would definitely say it's worth checking out if you, you know, if you like 2D Zelda games or things like that, then you would be doing yourself a favor to check this game out. And if you wanted just to see a very general sense of what it's like, you actually came at a very good time, because I'm unlikely to spoil anything for you. Being as stuck as I am right now. It's Game Eye, honestly, one of the first streamers to see it. Hey, thank you. I feel happy about that, because I frequently get names wrong. Physical version of this game is sure holding its value. Yeah, it is a rather expensive one, especially if you want to get it complete. I don't own it complete. I've got the disc and the case and the manual, But it also is supposed to come with a map, which I do not have. I like to collect retro games physically. But I'm usually pretty Spartan in my collection. I'm usually only really interested in the cartridge or the disc. I very rarely go for cases or manuals or boxes. A manual's nice. If I can get a manual for, like, if I can get a copy with a manual for just a few extra bucks, I might spend a few extra bucks for it. But cases, and especially like cardboard boxes really do nothing for me. Cases are alright to have. Manuals are better. But at the end of the day, it's the game that's important anyway. Games like this always hold their value, Long says. I also love to collect, but only when I can afford it. Oh, yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. The thing is, I don't know about you, I got into retro gaming back in the 90s when it wasn't really that retro and everyone thought that cartridge games were kind of trash, and so, like, the vast majority of my collection I picked up way back when it was cheap and no one cared about this stuff. I'm priced out of pretty much, I'm priced out of pretty much anything. Like if all my collection burned down and I had to replace it, I wouldn't even bother. There'd be no way. I'd buy a Super Nintendo, a CRT, and a copy of Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and that would be my whole physical collection. Collecting has got expensive now. Yeah, it's outrageous. I mean, that's what happens, right? That's what happens when you have something like, like retro games. There's a finite supply. They're not making them anymore, so. For those who may be curious, I do have a lot of my collection inventoried. That's when I started buying heavily also. Nice. Every cart game was a bargain game. It's crazy seeing these prices jump every time I check my app. Did my first NES collection in 1999, and it was so cheap. You see them everywhere for pennies. Yeah, exactly. Hey, thank you for the follow, Game Eye. Very much appreciated. Yeah, I find that VG Collect site to be pretty useful. I'm not super crazy about it. It's good. It seems to be like it's geared toward It seems to be, in some ways, geared toward collectors who are a lot more serious than I am. But I find it pretty useful. So far as apps, I have a collection manager app on my tablet. I think it's just called Collection Manager, and I think it's actually designed for people who collect wines. But you can put, because their wine bottles are the logo, but you can, it's just a generic collecting app. You can fill it with anything. It has, it's also not great. But that's what I have. I use the VG Collect to have a publicly viewable collection because people are curious sometimes with the stream. So it's nice to have something that people can look at and browse if they want to. And if they want to know if I have, like, particular games, then they can, you know, instead of me trying to remember and answer every one of them yes or no, I can just, you know, I can say, here's an inventory to, because my head's not big enough to store all that data. But then I also have the Collection Manager app so that I can access it when I'm not connected to the internet. You know, if I'm out and about, like, at garage sales or something. I say give Game Eye a try. Oh, is that an app? I'm sorry, I hadn't heard of that one before. That could have, I guess that could have sounded like a slight, and that's not my intention. I'm just really ignorant sometimes. It is. Just teasing about it, though. Love seeing what other collection apps and sites people use. Nice seeing what perks and features people like.